Right now, and looking on the internet, you have adult black women shaking their naked behinds to the camera. Okay, this is the kind of desperation that we have for the black man, who we say we can't get along with. Okay, but everything that we do is to attract you. However we dress, however raunchy, whatever it is to attract you. Okay. Whatever kind of makeup, hair, long hair, fingernails, anything artificial that we add to ourselves is because of our low self-esteem and low value for ourselves, and we think we have to have something made by somebody else to adorn ourselves with to get your attention. It all leads back to you. God is the man. All right, everything leads back to you, even if we're fighting you. Okay, we want y'all way more than you want us. You all don't. We make it seem like it's the opposite way. Okay, but the desperation that we live in because of our loneliness and not being able to mate, even intellectually.
So let me get this straight.
Welcome back.
You got 2 kids, no job, EBT in one hand, attitude in the other, and you still telling men I am the table. Ma'am, you're not the table. You're the paper plate sitting on it. You can't cook, you can't clean, you don't work, but you want a man with money, discipline, loyalty, height, a beard, a passport, and a house. That's not a preference. That's a fairy tale with a Wi-Fi signal. Meanwhile, you mad at the guy who said you bring nothing but stress and microwave lasagna. Stop confusing your mouthpiece with value. A man can get peace and thighs anywhere. He wants cooperation. You say you're the prize, sis? Crackerjack had one too.
Unpopular opinion. A lot of women claim that they want a man who's emotionally mature and has his shit together until you actually get one. And then you realize that man come with discipline, standards, boundaries, limits. He don't just give in to you because you said you wanted something, and he not dealing with no smart ass mouth just because it's you. Now all of a sudden he a lying ass narcissist and he don't know how to treat a woman because he don't just give you your way all the time. He actually uses logic and discipline whenever he thinks and he moves and he acts. He's an emotional abuser because even when you summon the waterworks, he don't let you win the argument. He want to still come to some kind of conflict resolution and talk about whatever it is that y'all needed to talk about. He'll give you a second to get your emotions together and check on the side over there and then come back and let's finish discussing whatever we were discussing, because it's a bigger problem at hand than just you crying right now. I get it, you're emotional, but he don't just let that control him in the ways that other men let that control him because he got his shit together, remember? And until you're ready to actually communicate, leave that man where he at. Until you actually ready to listen, leave that man where he at. Until you're ready to sit down and have real adult conversations, leave that man where he at. Because let me tell you something, dealing with a man who's emotionally mature is not for the weak. You have 3 kids. You've never been married. You're not a prize. Then I got to thinking, that's why she don't like Kevin Samuel. So and I kept on thinking, well, wait a minute, how do you get here though? How do you get way past 40, 3 kids, no husband, no potential in sight, and still asking for a man? I had to go back to those hot girl summers, y'all. That's what it was. It was just hot girl summers, when they were hot, and during the summers they spent their time out going through men, and now they find themselves in a place where nothing is good enough. You know why? Because they've had just about all of it. They've experienced most of it. They experienced tall, dark, and handsome. They experienced the shorter, more regular guy. None of it's good enough because they experienced everything.
Y'all begging ass bum motherfuckers. I'm so sick. Let me tell you something. I'm the spokesperson for the fucking internet today. We sick of y'all begging motherfuckers, okay? We tired of it. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all can't feed y'all kids. Y'all sleeping in your car. Y'all can't pay y'all rent. Y'all motherfuckers, oh, my mom died. I can't bury her, or I can't go visit. Can y'all send me? Yo, y'all begging motherfuckers. Bring back shame. Because the internet is set up with people like the girl from Burger King that was working by herself. It's so many stories on the internet that the internet changed people's lives, but they didn't ask for help. The internet reached out and helped them. Y'all begging bum motherfuckers, y'all getting on our nerves. Like I said, I'm the spokesperson today for the motherfucking entire internet. We sick of that shit. And second of all, y'all motherfuckers that turn y'all camera on and start crying. Now see, y'all motherfuckers right there. Now see, y'all pisses me the fuck off. I ain't never, You turned your camera on and start fucking crying to tell y'all story. Like, get the fuck off the internet with that shit. Y'all pissing me the fuck off. We sick of it. Like I said, I'm speaking for every fucking body. And forever, whoever feel like I'm not speaking for them, keep fucking scrolling by. Because we tired of y'all raggedy motherfuckers. Go to work.
And I'm really starting to think that these women like are unemployed or homeless because every other video clip, podcast, it's like, oh, how much he got? My man got to make 6 figures. My man needs to drive this kind of car. He needs to pay for my bills. He needs to pay for this. How much money? Money. And it's like, well, what you got? Because it seems like you don't have any money of your own, which is why you going so hard for his money in his wallet that he worked hard for. That's always confusing to me. Like, what y'all got going on? I'm not saying you need to date a man that don't got any money at all, but it's also like, I love the fact that I have my own and I come to the table. I'm not begging. I'm not asking for my bills to be paid, rent to be paid. If you want to, and you got it like that, I'm not going to say no. But I'm not out here begging. Y'all be begging. It's starting to give that y'all don't have no job, no savings account, no home. Like, what's going on?
The sisterhood seems to need a reality check, so yes, I'll be the one to give it to you. First of all, you're not desirable. Let's start there. You have horrible attitudes and you behave like animals. Not to mention your own men don't want you, and when they do sleep with you, they leave you, and you breed destruction because your womb is cursed. You care more about aesthetic and Gucci, Louis, and Prada than you care about your children and making sure your children can read, and at the very least, making sure they're safe. This is why they're laid out in the streets. And do I have to add that your children are killing each other? Amazing. Y'all are the main ones that promote dysfunction. You support Sexy Red as she sell your children yellow discharge and gonorrhea lip glosses. Do I need to continue? And then you have the nerve to complain about black men when you're the ones that's raising them. And when they raise children by themselves, they do a hell of a better job than you do. And then you have the nerve to shame black men when you guys are doing God knows what for money behind closed doors. You're poisoning their children. And you are just dysfunctional all the way around. And the fact that you think that your aesthetic changes your mentality is amazing. And if you just see how you and your children act on social media, in the real world, just all the way around, it is disgusting because you are disgusting. And do I have to mention that you guys lead in everything that is negative? STDs, abortion, obesity, single motherhood. And you think you're smarter than everybody else when you're the dumbest group in America. And y'all swear everyone wants to be like y'all, but y'all just really want to be like white women, which you will never be.
Why do women want kids by men who don't take care of the kids they already got? I've never understood that. They be like, but girl, he do what he's supposed to do over here. I don't know why he don't do it over there with you and your kids. Then she have a baby by him, and then he start treating her like he was treating that last baby mama, and now she talking about, oh, he just don't do shit for me and my kid. You don't say. You don't say, because when not saying that, yeah. But anyway, so when I was telling you that the nigga wasn't doing shit, you was, oh, well, I don't know why. And then all of a sudden he show you who he really is, and then now he a bitch ass nigga. When did he become a bitch ass nigga? Because bitch, he been one. You just didn't see it. Because you was too busy beefing with the baby mama, when the baby mama typically don't ever fuck with the girlfriend. It be the girlfriend fucking with the baby mama. Now I know some of y'all gonna be like, it's the other way around. Is it the other way around? No, because both of my baby daddy's girlfriends, they was fucking with me. I wouldn't even fuck with them. I had to show them what it was like fucking with me. And then they ain't want to fuck with me. But I ain't fuck with them. That's the point. That's the point of the fucking story.
Say y'all want a village to help raise y'all's children, bring back the village. Y'all are the reason why the village is gone. Because when the village was here, you know, your mama, your grandmama, your sisters, your neighbors, when they were here to help you with those children, you took advantage of them by not picking them up on time. You didn't send no clothes, no diapers, no nothing with these people, and they had to come out of pocket, and then you acted ungrateful because why you put him in these Walmart clothes? The village stop being the village when the grandmamas who got 30, 40, 50 years of parenting experience over you tried to tell you, hey, maybe you shouldn't let little John do this. You don't tell me what to do with my kids. That's why the village stopped being the village. And don't get me started on the stepdads, baby. Y'all have ran these men ragged behind stepdaddies. They are happy to be stepdaddies. There are so many men out there that are more than willing to step in and step up where your weak baby daddy didn't. And the moment they get ready to redirect your children or add order to the house and you don't like it, these ain't your kids anyway. I'll raise my kids. Don't worry about them. Baby, that's why they don't want to be stepdaddies no more. There's absolutely no appreciation. There is absolutely no gratitude. Y'all treat them men like second-class citizens in the house that they pay bills in. And then what do you think you're teaching your kids? You're teaching your children not to respect authority. That man is supposed to be the authority of the house. So what do y'all think they're going to do when they get to school? When they get in the streets and have to have an interaction with the police? If he don't have to respect the father figure in the house, what makes you think they're going to respect the police in the streets? And y'all will be the first one hollering out, they unalived my baby. You didn't teach your child to respect authority. Just stop and realize that you clearly don't have the best judgment, because otherwise you would have picked better with the first baby daddy. You clearly don't know everything. That's why you stress trying to figure out how you're going to make it with these kids. Allow somebody to come in and help you. Understand that your way is not the only way. Understand that there are people that have far more experience than you do. Allow those people to help so we can get some better results, please.
Women create single family households. There, I said it. Y'all do. Y'all make yourself single moms and then y'all blame everybody else for it. Because at the end of the day, if it's your body, your choice, right? Most women don't believe in that concept unless it's a nigga she really ain't fucking with like that. Yeah, she'll get rid of the baby. You know, or if she really is fucking with the nigga real tough and she really like believe like by getting rid of the baby, you know, they might have a better chance of working out. She might do it. But 9 times out of 10, she looks at that baby as a form of setup. She getting welfare, she getting Section 8, she getting all this other stuff that she's gonna get from the benefits of the baby. And most of the time keeping a nigga around, which a lot of women don't want to admit, they didn't want to keep that nigga around. Then all of a sudden you keep the baby, then all of a sudden he a bum ass nigga and he this and the fifth, but he wasn't that when you was keeping the baby after he asked you not to. So you are a single mom by choice. 9 times out of 9, 10 times out of 10, you are a single mom by choice. Because if you didn't like that nigga, if you really wasn't fucking with him, that baby gonna be up there with grandma, grandpa, Aunt Jackie, Uncle Becky, whoever else, St. Jude, Jesus, whoever else is there to greet that motherfucker at the end of that surgery. Because you ain't gonna keep no baby you don't want. That's the
Some of y'all half-naked bitches be complaining about the thirsty dudes in your inbox. Put some fucking clothes on and take the filter off, and I can almost guarantee you it's gonna stop. Y'all fishing with bait and then be mad when fish bite. How you complaining about attention that you're clearly begging for? You post a trap and then act surprised when it works. Don't dress like the flyer and then get mad when they show up to the event. Thirst comes to where the fuck it's invited. And bitch, you sent out the invitation. Don't act like a victim of thirst when you're marketing it. You serve the meal and then get mad when people be hungry. You can't set the fire and then get mad at the smoke. Stop advertising what you're supposedly not selling. Dress code screams all eyes on me. And then you mad when they look? Baby, you built the stage. You can't be mad when the audience shows up. If you don't want the crowd, close the show. Don't light up the sign if you're not open for business. Stop feeding the zoo if you don't want animals at the gate. Loud outfit, loud pose, loud filter. But mad when you get loud responses? Bitch, that don't go hand in hand.
Okay, fellas, y'all are not wrong about this accountability conversation. Mind you, I'm not saying all women, so don't come for me if you're an accountable woman, okay? But a lot of women don't have accountability. But let me tell you something, fellas, I got it figured out. It is because a lot of women spend their time being loud and wrong. Okay, they are loud and wrong, and I can speak because I'm a woman. People so far in everybody's business. This person doing this person going to this church. She's sleeping with this person going to the BET Awards. Stop it. Just be quiet. Stop being loud and wrong. The way to fix this and to fix the accountability that some women lack is just for the women to be quiet. And I'm not saying that you can't have a voice for yourself, but Learn how to be quiet and analyze something first, because what happens is your ego kicks in because you were so loud and so wrong for so long that you somehow tricked your own brain to believe that what you're saying is the definite exact truth. And that's probably some level of craziness. But anyway, you know, I ain't no doctor to diagnose it, but I'm just saying. And then you continue being loud and wrong and nobody can tell you anything because you got it all figured out. But if you just take the time to be quiet, let's say you are wrong. You can analyze within yourself to say, hey, I was wrong. And you can take self-accountability. You don't have to be outward accountable. It's where your ego kicks in because you don't like to do that. So just do us a favor. Be quiet and stop being so loud and wrong about everything. And mind your business, baby.
I'm going to step on a couple of toes when I say what I got to say. But here we go. If our man's in the kitchen cooking and cleaning and doing, helping us do laundry, are you helping him cutting the grass?
Nope.
Are you helping him keep up the maintenance on that car?
Nope.
Are you helping him when it's time to pay that car note?
Nope.
Are you helping him when it's time to pay that insurance premium?
Nope.
Are you helping him when it's time for them kids to go back to school? Like, I really want to have a real conversation, because it seemed to me that I'm being attacked and I'm being called to pick me because I'm just doing what a lady's supposed to be doing for her man, because he make my world go round. So in the comments, I really want to hear what y'all say, because y'all worked hard. I work hard to pay that life insurance. Y'all got life insurance. Yeah, I work hard. Start that IUL. Yeah, I work hard, because when he say, honey, I think it's time. Oh, I want stuff to be in place. I need stuff to be in place. That high yield savings account. See, now that's grown folk stuff. But y'all over here talking about being a slave. I'm over here talking about grown woman stuff, and some of that stuff may have went over your head. Grown woman stuff. Are you starting a business while that man at work? What are you creating for generational wealth? You got the man, you got the husband, and he helping you cook and clean and you know, balancing out everything in the household. But generational wealth, are we just gonna have a GoFundMe?
You're broke. You're fucking poor.
But I don't know.
This is disturbing. This is all I hear from women is money, 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 money. It just blows my freaking mind. It blows my mind. And you talking to a mother-in-law of 3 women.
So let me get this straight. You got 2 kids, no job, EBT in one hand, attitude in the other, and you still telling men I am the table. Ma'am, you're not the table. You're the paper plate sitting on it. You can't cook, you can't clean, you don't work, but you want a man with money, discipline, loyalty, height, a beard, a passport, and a house. That's not a preference. That's a fairy tale with a Wi-Fi signal. Meanwhile, you mad at the guy who said you bring nothing but stress and microwave lasagna. Stop confusing your mouthpiece with value. A man can get peace and thighs anywhere. He wants cooperation. You say you're the prize, sis? Crackerjack had one too.
Please like and subscribe. For real, subscribe.